It's a funny thing about most human parents. All over the world, they treat their babies like unique, extraordinary miracles. Every spit bubble and burp is celebrated. Every crooked step is recorded like it's worthy of Olympic gold. Not my mom, though. She never kept records or celebrated milestones. My dad had left before I was born, so she was too busy keeping a roof over our heads to even notice me much. Also, by the time I turned 4 and still hadn't said a word, I think she'd quietly accepted that her kid might grow up to be deeply ordinary, which is why she probably never took me to a doctor. While she worked as a maid at rich people's houses, she left me all day with our neighbor, Mrs. Sharma.
That son of an owl stole all my jewelry and invested it in a food truck that sells boiled peanuts. Who even eats wet nuts? He's an idiot wrapped in a moron.
At least your son leaves the house. Mine's in his room making dance videos all day.
Still sounds better than selling soggy nuts. Ugh, that dumb son of an owl.
You're not an owl. I saw your dead husband's photo. He's not an owl either. Therefore, it makes no sense to call your child the son of an owl.
Did she just speak?
Did she just say therefore?
Also, owls are not dumb. They're highly intelligent creatures who have clever hiding places for food. They can also remember different hunting routes even after seasons change.
Sarah, how do you know all that?
It's in that book. I read it while Mrs. Sharma was watching that soap opera with that woman who keeps coming back from the dead. I think I know why her son is stupid.
That was the first time I saw Mom smile. It didn't happen again for a very long time. From that day on, it felt like every buried hope and ambition Mom ever had got pinned on me. She said I was special, and apparently that meant one thing: studying. Constantly, aggressively, and without praise. If I got A+ grades, it was nothing impressive, because she said everyone else in my class had one brain cell. School picnics and field trips, a complete waste of time. And while other kids chilled out on Sundays, I was attending the public library like it was church. Don't even get me started on my birthday, which, lucky me, fell on Halloween. Like the time I turned 8, I was trying to look happy about the advanced algebra book set Mom had gifted me when the bell rang and Mom opened the door.
Trick or treat!
Why would you want to be tricked or treated? If someone tricks you, you're an idiot. If someone treats you with sugar, you're still an idiot, just fatter and with cavities. And what are you even supposed to be?
A zombie. I eat human brains.
Looks like someone ate your brain.
Lady, do you have candy for us or not?
No, but I have something better. Sarah, bring your birthday dessert. I died inside as I carried my ugly chia seed flan to the door. Yeah, I never got cake. I'll cut you a slice. It's full of omega-3s.
Ew, is it supposed to move like that?
I think it just blinked at me.
She pushed the plate away, and it splattered on the floor. The kids ran off, while Mom yelled after them, and I couldn't stop grinning. That zombie girl was my hero. Yeah, Mom was hard on me, and growing up in that house was stressful. But I realized that life was hard on her too. Like once when I was 10, I stopped by one of the houses she worked at just in time to walk into a meltdown.
You left the cupboard open again, and my dog knocked over the wedding china trying to reach his treats. This is why I never trust the help around expensive things.
I'm really sorry.
Actually, I've seen your dog open the cupboard by himself before, and maybe you shouldn't keep his treats next to your plates?
Sarah, stop.
You know what? I was only going to dock the price of one plate from your salary.
And suddenly, she grabbed 2 more plates from the cupboard and smashed them on the floor.
But look what your daughter made me do. Now you'll be paying for 3.
I'm sorry if I made things worse, Mom, but it wasn't even your fault. How can you let someone talk to you that way? Because people like me don't get to argue, Sarah. I can't lose this job, so I nod and apologize and swallow my pride every day. This is why you can't be average. You're going to have to study harder than anyone else and become someone brilliant. And one day, you're gonna walk into a house bigger than that. Not to clean it out, but because you own it. You're going to go places, and you're taking me with you. Yeah, no pressure at all. I got bumped up to the 9th grade when I was 12. Some kids looked at me curiously, others snickered and asked me if I needed a high chair, but mostly they ignored me. Till the day I was paired up for a science presentation with the most popular girl in class, Brittany. And I ended up correcting her spelling on the board while she was presenting her part. Honestly, I thought I was being helpful, but apparently, I ended up crushing her fragile ego. After that day, she and her minions started playing their favorite game with me, called Oops, I'm Sorry. They accidentally bumped into me in the hallways.
Oops, I'm sorry.
Accidentally hit my face with balls in the gym.
Oops, so sorry.
Accidentally kicked my chair from under me in the cafeteria.
Oops, I'm so sorry.
My elbow got scraped when I fell, so I went to the school nurse to get cleaned up.
I've seen you around, and I actually feel sorry for you, honey. Kids like you just don't have a normal life, honey. I know a few who got bumped up a couple of grades, and they all ended up with mental illnesses. Turn a little this way, honey.
Just then, Brittany burst into the room with some white stuff all over her hair.
Nurse, save me! Save my gorgeous hair! A freak put gum in it!
And then she appeared, a girl I'd always seen sitting at the back of our class.
Don't help her, nurse. She's always bullying that one kid, and someone had to do something about it.
As Brittany screamed hysterically, the nurse led her to another room and told her to wait, then returned to me.
See, this is what I mean, honey. You should just go back to your old school with kids your age, or you'll end up a criminal most likely.
Are you bullying her too, nurse? Are you telling her she doesn't belong here? You know, I have a lot more gum, and I'm not afraid to use it on you too.
It took some yelling from the nurse and some convincing from me to make Juno back down. And that was the day I made my first real friend. We started hanging out every day during recess, and then after school too. I knew Mom wouldn't approve of this friendship, but she wasn't home till late in the evening, so she didn't have to know. I tried to teach Juno important things, like studying, time management, basic grammar, and she was always trying to teach me life lessons. Oh, how could I forget the World War II quizzes today? How could I? Oh my God, I can't breathe. I'm gonna fail. I can't fail.
Breathe, little nerd. You'll be just fine. Even Einstein failed a quiz one time. Try to get a life. Try to be cool. It's not life and death. It's just high school.
And she was always trying to make me stand up for myself. Like the time she told me to meet her in the schoolyard after hours.
We are gathered here today so you can learn to grow a spine and stop being a soggy breadstick.
Ouch. You don't have to be so harsh.
Okay, sweetie, we are gathered here today so you can learn to grow a spine and stop being a soggy breadstick. Now picture I'm Brittany. What do you really want to say to her?
Brittany? I think you're kind of mean.
Ew, are you trying to write her a love letter?
Please stop kicking my chair.
Are you clenching your butt? Unclench immediately and let out the rage.
You shouldn't have poured soda in my backpack, you witch.
Yes, give me more of that. Tell me something you hate and have never said out loud.
I hate Jessie Flan, Mom. It looks like it was made from alien boogers. Just smile at me sometimes and get me a freaking chocolate cake, woman!
Oh no, I'm sorry. Your mom.
What?
Oh my God, your face.
I hate you! I didn't know how fast everything would change, but for a little while, I just got to be a kid with a best friend, and it was glorious. One evening when I got home, I was surprised to find Mom there earlier than usual. Your mock SAT scores came today. Quite pathetic. For a genius. I didn't have much time to prep, but I'll study harder for the next try. Oh, I'm sure you will. Now that your little adventures with that girl are over, you think I don't know where you go after school? Clearly, she's distracting you. She's not a bad influence, Mom. She's the only reason I don't feel like I'm suffocating all the time.
Oh, poor you. Suffocating in a house you live in for free, with everything handed to you. And all you have to do is study. But no, you've got other priorities, like hanging out with some loser.
You don't even know her. She's kind and brave and funny.
I know her family. They're poor and cheap and
what are we, Mom? Royalty? Juno's my best friend, and I don't care if you don't approve. I felt shocked at myself as Mom looked at me. She got up and left the room. The whole weekend, she gave me the silent treatment, and the guilt started eating me up. Maybe I had been slacking lately. She worked without a break so I could focus on studying. I couldn't screw up.
Hey, baby genius. Why have you been ignoring my texts all weekend? We have to try this new ice cream place after school.
I can't. My SAT mock scores weren't good, so I need to catch up with prep.
You're 12. You've got like 500 years before the SATs matter. And seriously, none of this exam stuff is that important.
Yes, it is. It's important to me, because I don't want to be a nobody stuck here for the rest of my life.
You mean, like me?
Well, you do treat everything like it's a joke. Not all of us can do that. Some of us have real goals, and people counting on us.
Right. And some of us are just clowns with no future and zero expectations. Got it. Good luck catching up then.
She avoided me for days after that, and I told myself I needed less distractions right now. And then one day, she didn't show up.
Class, I have some difficult news. Juno was in an accident yesterday. She's in the hospital and is still unconscious. I'll share visiting details after the lesson.
If she's brain dead, how would we tell the difference?
I felt like I couldn't breathe. I ran out of the classroom, out of the school, tears blurring my vision. Juno had to be okay. She just had to be. So I could tell her I was so sorry. I stayed by her side for days. I couldn't focus on school or mock exams. I couldn't even really care about what Mom thought. She wasn't stopping me from visiting Juno at the hospital, but she didn't sit by me either. A few days later, I was getting a candy bar from the hospital vending machine when I spotted Mrs. Sharma and Mom talking down the hallway.
How's Juno doing now?
Still the same. And Sarah hasn't gone to school in 2 weeks. It's not like Juno is missing much either way, but my child is. And who knows how long that girl will be a vegetable anyway.
Just then, Juno's mother appeared around the corner, looking furious.
If this is how you talk about my daughter, I don't want you here. And take your precious child with you. Our family's going through a lot already. We don't need you to make it worse.
No, wait, I'm so sorry. But her mom just walked into Juno's room, slamming the door shut in my face. Mom reached for my arm, but I jerked it away and ran off in tears. And that was the last time I saw Juno. I found out a few days later that her family moved her to a facility in another town for better treatment, but no one told me where exactly or how to get in touch. Something broke between me and Mom after that. Not that she was ever great at emotions, but when I needed her the most, she offered me no comfort or apology. She gave me nothing. And because of her, I treated the one person who cared like she didn't matter. And I never even got to say goodbye. After that, I turned exactly into what Mom wanted, an overachieving, emotionless machine. I studied through birthdays, holidays, and mental breakdowns. I skipped meals, skipped grades, and skipped childhood entirely. By 15, I had a high school diploma and a full-ride scholarship to a great university in the city. So, Mom and I packed our bags and left. Then in my second semester, I pitched the idea of a fashion app for a class project. So, you upload photos of your clothes, and Stash Tag scans, tags, and sorts everything. Then it builds outfit combinations, finds discounts on matching items, and even connects you to a resale platform for stuff you don't use anymore. Basically, it's your closet, but smarter. My professor loved it, and said he knew people who'd be very interested. Before I knew it, I was pitching the idea to real investors. And then, Stashtag blew up overnight. TikTok lost its mind. Fashion bloggers and stylists were calling it revolutionary. And just like that, I became a millionaire before I was legally allowed to drive. We had everything Mom ever dreamed of. A house bigger than any she'd cleaned. Respect. Security. She even started her own business called Bright Minds Academy, a prep center for SATs and college applications built on the slogan, "I raised a genius. Let me help you raise one too." I was happy for her, really. I'd worked hard so she could live this life one day. But I'd also worked hard to get away from her. So, at 19, I'd quietly applied to a master's program in literature some months ago, just because I wanted to do something for me. The university was across the country, and my flight was tomorrow. I was going to tell her tonight, over dinner. And then, I got the phone call from Mom's secretary.
Miss Sarah, your mom slipped down some stairs. You need to come to the hospital immediately.
The next few weeks went by in a haze of test results and doctor consults. Mom had suffered a spinal injury and head trauma, and she still hadn't woken up. And then one night, I was jolted from my sleep with a smack on my face. Ow! What the heck? Oh my God, Mom? You're awake!
Get away from me. Who are you? Where am I?
What? Mom, it's me, Sarah. It's okay. You had an accident.
I don't know you. I don't want to be here.
She yanked the blanket off herself, but she couldn't get off the bed.
Why can't I move my legs?
Mom, please, calm down.
What did you do to me? What's wrong with me?
Just then, some medical staff rushed in and calmed Mom down by giving her sedatives. And the next morning, the head doctor gave me his diagnosis.
Your mother's spinal trauma caused temporary paralysis from the waist down, which will be fixed with physiotherapy and she will walk soon. But mentally, it seems like she reverted to when she was 8 years old, and we don't know if it's permanent.
So, are you saying she doesn't remember me?
She only remembers some of her childhood. So yes, she has no awareness of who she became as an adult or who you are. I know this is a lot to process, but we will help you both adjust.
First, she ruled my life as my mother. Now, she'd forgotten that entirely and was about to rule it as an 8-year-old. She got to be a child again, and somehow, I still wasn't allowed to be. After a few days of making her understand the situation, the doctor said I could take Mom home. I knew she was confused and scared, and she'd act out, but I had no idea what I was in for. I hired qualified nurses and maids for her, and she kept chasing them all away.
She pushed me in the bathtub.
She locked me in the supply closet and wouldn't even let me out to pee.
She headbutted me when I tried to wake her up for lunch.
I decided to take some Zoom meetings from home to keep an eye on her. And I had a new surprise waiting for me every day. Like the whoopee cushion she placed on my chair, which made a big fart noise the second I sat down. And the next day, I jumped up in pain when I sat on a toy porcupine. And the day after that, I didn't find anything on my chair. But as soon as I sat down, my feet landed straight into a tray of green slime. I was so sick of her stupid tricks. Especially when I found out she was funding them with my Amazon account. And anytime I tried to talk to her, it was just so difficult to get through. So, the doctor said I shouldn't call you Mom anymore since it makes you so uncomfortable.
Yeah? Also, because I'm not your mom?
Right. So I'll just call you Mary then. Nope. Only my friends call me that. You can call me Your Majesty. Yeah, that's not happening. Suit yourself. Mary, can you please put that away and eat your food? You need to take your meds after this. Mary? 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 Your Majesty?
Yes, servant?
Please finish your food.
Okay, servant. Don't you think that sounds a lot better than Sarah? There was a girl in my class named Sarah, and I hated her.
why did you name me Sarah? I don't remember naming you. But if I did, maybe it's because I hated you too. Her childish, spiteful words got under my skin, and I just wanted to scream. A few days later, I took her grocery shopping with me. And after she kept chucking vegetables out of my cart and throwing in candy, I told her caretaker to wait with her at the front of the store. Gosh, I just needed a few minutes of peace.
Hey, excuse me? Just wanted to say something.
Sorry, I don't want to fill a survey or sample any products.
That's not what I was gonna...
Also, I'm running late for something, so...
Okay, cool story. Just wanted to know if the note stuck to your butt was a deliberate fashion choice.
Wait, what? I turned around and pulled a paper off my skirt. Kick me, I'm stupid and boring. Ugh, my mom did this.
That's a bit immature.
Yeah, well, she's the worst 8-year-old ever.
I'm sorry, did you say 8?
Just then, I heard a loud crash and went running to the front to see cans of tuna on the floor, right next to her caretaker. Where's Mom?
She pushed me into the tuna display and bolted outside.
As I dashed out the door, the guy caught up with me.
I'll help you find her. So, am I looking for a grown woman or an 8-year-old?
She looks 40, but she's mentally 8. She's in a wheelchair, and she rolls super fast.
Wow, I have so many questions. But okay, got it.
A passerby overheard us and said he'd seen a woman in a wheelchair going to the park nearby. As we ran down the jogging path, I suddenly spotted her. Oh my God, she's heading for the balloon vendor. Mom crashed straight into the balloon stand. The vendor tripped, balloons flew away, and kids screamed. As we shouted apologies and finally caught up with Mom, I grabbed the handles of the wheelchair, and then she flung herself onto the ground. Please help me. My daughter is so mean. She says I deserve to be in a wheelchair because I'm ugly. Oh, now I'm your daughter? Cut it out. And she doesn't even let me watch MSA, but you definitely should. Like and subscribe now. She's just jealous of the amazing main characters because they're all prettier than her and smarter and better. Will you stop talking? That's how she screams at me all the time. I know one day she will get rid of me so her shady boyfriend with weird tattoos can move into my room. Someone call the police. Help! It took me 10 minutes and a giant ice cream cone to finally make Mom shut up. I called my driver to bring the car around, and as Mom's caretaker helped her in, Adam loaded her wheelchair in the trunk and turned to me.
So, do you have a shady boyfriend with weird tattoos?
Ugh, of course I don't.
Great. In that case, would you like to go out with me sometime?
Seriously? You want to ask me out after all this?
It's the most alive I've felt on a Tuesday afternoon in years. Look, it seems like you have a lot on your plate, but if you ever feel like venting over coffee, let me know.
He handed me his business card before he left, and I found myself smiling all the way home. Later that evening, I couldn't find his card in my pockets. Then I remembered I'd put it in one of the grocery bags, so I went looking for it. I was sure I put that guy's card here. I saw it in the trash a while ago. The chocolate cake I brought today? Why is it in here? I threw it out. I can't stand the sight of chocolate cake. Oh, and I just remembered. I threw the card in the fireplace. Why would you do that? Just for funsies. That's it. I'm done being nice to you. You are not helpless. You know exactly what you're doing. You think you can live under my roof, eat my food, disrespect me all the time, and I'll just keep taking it? No! And since you have nowhere else to go, you will respect me, and you will follow my rules, or there will be consequences. I knew I shouldn't have snapped, but for once, she looked at me and didn't see someone she could push around. In the next few weeks, I told myself it was just tough love, that I was hard on her for her own good, like telling her not to waste her brain on useless things. Are you 6? Or too slow to handle a book without pictures? I like this stuff. A guy with laser eyes just blew up a soda machine. Yeah? Well, I like the idea of you not staying dumb forever. I snatched the comic and replaced it with a math textbook. Start with the first chapter. I'll be quizzing you. And And of course, it was my job to make sure she had a good diet as well as discipline. No sugar after 8 p.m. You've got the brain of an 8-year-old, not the metabolism. And I didn't need to praise her for every small thing, right? Even if it was her starting to walk. See that? I'm getting better every day. Congrats. Did you want a trophy for something as basic as walking? No, just showing you I'm almost ready to run. Great. Maybe you can start off by running to a job interview. You think I can't survive without you? Please. I know you can't. But I knew I was becoming my mother, and I didn't know how to stop, or if I even wanted to. A couple of days later, I had to go into the office, and just as I got out of the car, I was surrounded by yelling reporters and flashing cameras.
Sarah, is it true your mother ran a scam through her SAT Prep Academy?
Did she bribe colleges to admit rich kids? Were you involved?
What on earth were they talking about? I managed to escape and get into the office, and I was shell-shocked when I checked the news on TV.
Allegations have surfaced against the Bright Minds Academy, accusing CEO Mary Smith and other board members of securing Ivy League seats for wealthy students by leaking SAT answers, faking achievements, and bribing university officials.
And what about her genius daughter who launched Stashtag? Are all her academic records false too? Who knows if she even built the app herself?
There were people talking about me all over social media. The whole day went by in a haze of disbelief. How could my mom's name be at the top of a scheme that helped rich parents rig the system so their kids could skip the hard work? I finally asked my secretary to release a press statement that my mother was mentally unwell after her accident and unable to give a response. Then, I slipped out from the back entrance to avoid reporters and made it home. I stood at the door, my hands trembling on the doorknob. Then, I took a deep breath and walked in. I found Mom in the living room, watching a news channel, which she immediately switched off when she spotted me. I saw the news. I swear, I didn't do anything bad. Yes, you did. But I don't remember doing anything bad. That's the whole point. You don't remember anything. I did everything you wanted. I gave up my childhood. I worked so hard to be extraordinary. And then you just went and ruined it all. Now everyone thinks I cheated too, that I'm a fraud. And you just get to forget everything so easily. How could you do this to me, Mom? I'm sorry. I promise. I'll listen to you from now on. I just don't know what I did that was so wrong. Am I a bad person? Will I go to jail? As I looked up at her scared face, I realized that I was being so unfair. The person I wanted to scream at, to demand answers from, to hate. She wasn't here anymore. And I just had to be better than her. No, you didn't do anything bad. It's just a misunderstanding. I'll take care of everything. I promise. I shared Mom's medical records publicly, and she was exempted from the trial. But her academy was dissolved, and the other board members got 2-year prison sentences. Meanwhile, I was stuck in meeting after meeting, trying to convince journalists and investors that I had nothing to do with the scandal. One evening, I walked into the office parking lot and noticed the lights were mostly out. Just as I got close to my car, I spotted a shadowy figure leaning against it, holding something long in his hand. Without another thought, I turned and bolted, and I heard him follow me.
Hey, wait a minute!
I reached into my bag, turned around, and pepper sprayed the man in the face. He stumbled and fell to the ground. And just then, the lights came back on.
Ow, my eyes! Oh, my eyes!
Oh my God, Adam? Why were you lurking in the dark like that?
It wasn't dark when I got here.
I thought you had a weapon. Now I see it's just a baguette. Did you get it for me?
No, I bought it for my breakfast. Can you focus on maybe helping me?
I pulled out my water bottle so he could wash his eyes.
You never called, and I should have taken the hint, but no, I had to come and get maced in the face.
My mom threw the card away, so I couldn't call you.
I saw the news, and I reached out to your office many times, but your secretary never got back. I'm a PR specialist, and I wanted to offer my services if you need them, or just my support if you need that. I'm sure things have been pretty rough.
Thank you. Let's talk over dinner. I hired Adam, and he started helping me clean up my image. On his suggestion, we got my university professor to do a public interview backing my claim that Stash Tag was my original idea for a class project. Slowly, the frenzy died, and people moved on to juicier gossip. Adam and I got close in the process, and with him around, things didn't feel like they were always about to fall apart. Mom had been good lately. She was treating me well and helping around the house, and one evening, she even surprised me with a small tea party, for which she'd ordered cakes online, a chocolate one for me, and vanilla for herself. So, what's your deal with chocolate cake? Why do you hate it? After my parents' accident, I had to live with my aunt, and I hated it there, so I acted out a lot. Auntie always said chocolate cake was only for special kids with good manners, which was never me. Every birthday, my cousins got this big chocolate cake with candles and frosting, and I never did. So I started saying I hated chocolate cake. Like, if I couldn't have it, I'd pretend I didn't want it. And then, I guess I started hating it for real. I felt a lump in my throat. She'd never given me details of her childhood before, and I'd never asked. How about you try it now and see how you feel? Mom stared at it uncertainly, then took a small bite. She seemed surprised by her own reaction and blinked hard, like she was trying not to cry. It's really good. Yeah? How about you and I go to Paris and try the world's best chocolate cakes? I think we both deserve some fun. Maybe my mom didn't know how to love better because no one had ever loved her right. Maybe the wrong things she'd done came from always being in survival mode and never feeling safe enough. And choosing to forgive her and being different from her, maybe that was the smartest thing I would ever do. Because letting go of your anger takes real strength and wisdom.
Breathe, little nerd, you'll be just fine. Even Einstein failed a quiz one time. Try to get a life, try to be cool. It's not life and death, it's just high school.